San Diego Charger head coach Tommy Prothro has thus far become an authority on losing. And in last Sunday's 27-17 loss to the Denver Broncos, the elements that make up a losing season were on display. When you're losing, one outstanding effort becomes insignificant when on the next play, a foul-up leaves a receiver embarrassingly open. Opponents frolic and do silly things in the end zone, broadcasting the mistake. And things get worse when tackles which should have been made aren't, resuming the cycle that finally ends up in another easy score. The total offensive output of a losing team can result on several big plays, which glimmer with promise and excitement. But these plays are rare, and promise can rapidly dissipate on the wings of confusion and indecision. When nearing the opponent's goal line, a struggling team can count on the brakes turning totally against them. And protests, they fall on deaf ears, and a team is left to wonder why the cruel hand of fate has relegated them to the unsatisfying ranks of defeat. Victory is the elusive butterfly which teases their fingertips and suddenly is gone. The names that comprise teams like the San Diego Chargers can often fade into obscurity, while winners' names pop up in the strangest places. In the Alameda County Coliseum parking lot in Oakland, California, for instance, you don't even need a program to identify the Raiders players when they arrive. You merely read their automobiles. Sporting the best winning percentage since 1963, the Oakland Raiders are glamorized and publicized as the pride and poise boys, the Bay Area's most consistent winners. For a winning team such as Oakland, the atmosphere is a relaxed, confident state as each man blends together to provide a team effort which will carry them one step closer to the playoffs and carry their opponents several steps in the opposite direction. Oakland ranks second only to Minnesota in overall defense and leads the AFC in stopping the forward pass. When you're a consistent winner, sneak attacks by losing teams can often irritate and disturb your plans as opponents exhibit their best efforts against you. Although the winless Cleveland Browns fought hard last Sunday, their cause was in vain, and their isolated highlights were but encouraging reflections in the otherwise dismal sea of defeat which has rocked the Browns all season long. The Raiders had to stage a fourth-quarter rally to overcome the Browns, but when they needed help, they got it in the form of 120 yards rushing from number 28, Clarence Davis. Davis scored 2 Raider touchdowns in a 38-17 win as Oakland tightened their grip on first place in the AFC West. The Raider offense, which has been somewhat sporadic this season, regained their form of a year ago as speedy Cliff Branch flashed free for 2 touchdowns and Ken Stabler had his best game of the year. bench was a swift, sudden breeze which blew past the Browns for 5 receptions, passes delivered right on cue by the confident Kenny Stabler. Winning has a way of making one cocky. It stirs up a pride from within that spawns belief in your own abilities and those of your teammates. For the Oakland Raiders, this self-assurance has apparently surfaced right in time for the final push to the playoffs, while other teams, like the Cleveland Browns, are left to ponder the many reasons for defeat.